you the first time. Not everyone has rocket boosters attached to their legs when the bell rings.
Whoops. Hey guys, AnnaSimsTV here, and welcome back to Seduce Me. I truly didn't think I would pick up this series again, because not many people really said anything about it, and also because I had so many other series going on, and plus I want to do side things, so I really didn't think I was going to pick this back up. But if you did not see one of my last videos, which was my update video, put it this way. I'm not sure if Minecraft Hardcore will be returning or not at this very moment, because this is the day of the fact of which that happened. So I'm not sure if that series is returning or not. I would like to see it return, not sure. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and do this series. So I think last time we were running out of the classroom, and Noname was being rude to, I don't remember the other girl's name. Let's figure it out.
Are you kidding me? That class was ridiculously boring. Even Miss Valedictorian here was dozing off a bit.
And that's right, her name is Zuzu. Okay. So we have Noname and Zuzu, and Noname is a very rude girl, and Zuzu is a very rude girl, and Noname is the girl who tries to prove everyone wrong, I guess. Oh, this is me. I do have to admit, I was spacing out, and just because I answered one question doesn't mean I'm automatically the valedictorian.
Okay, so it wasn't too interesting. But you should at least pay attention when Phillips is talking about the important parts.
So you finally admit it. We're finally on the same wavelength. Welcome to the club, Patterson.
Zuzu's very mean.
Please, don't call me by my last name. This isn't the classroom. And never in a million years will we ever see things eye to eye.
I thought they were friends. Despite this, they both burst out in laughter. Normally, anyone would think Despite this, they both burst out into laughter. Normally, anyone would think that opposites like them would never associate with each other. But even though they were so different, their friendship somehow made a lot of sense. Maybe they were just perfect complements, or personalities just didn't dictate the possibilities of their friendship. After all, we three had been best friends since preschool.
Alright, so where are we heading to first? Cafeteria? I think we can all agree that we're really hungry, especially after hearing about our company's line of deliciously spicy bubblegum.
Ew, that's not delicious.
Who would even buy that? I wonder.
Thank you, Noname.
Me? I would pay good money to get a taste.
It's nasty. Like, I like spicy food. What just happened? Oh, if you right click, that happens. Like, don't get me wrong, I like spicy food. Give me a Slim Jim, I'll eat it. Give me buffalo wings, I will eat it. I like spicy food. I do not like spicy gum. I don't like gum in general, so. You do like spicy food after all. Hey, I like spicy food. We entered the cafeteria, a bustling room filled with the aromas of different kinds of food. As we got in line, we ordered our meals and chatted freely.
Cajun fries and the spicy chicken burger for me. That's my definition of a good meal.
I'll take a tuna sandwich and some juice. You're probably going to need water or something to curb all that spicy flavor, Suzu.
I can't be tamed by the likes of that. If it's spicy, then it's gotta be all or nothing.
Okay, maybe not that much spice.
You're crazy!
Hell yeah, I'm crazy.
Zuzu likes to curse.
I I think I'm getting a migraine.
I feel you, Noname. I feel ya. I think I'll go with just mac and cheese and soda. Well, I don't like soda. I've never had Cajun fries, and a spicy chicken burger sounds pretty good. And I don't like tuna. By the way, if you didn't know, I'm a picky eater. What are Cajun fries? But I don't know. Let's go with Noname. I mean Zuzu. Might as well go spicy today. Once we got our food, we settled down at one of the empty tables, putting our backpacks aside to finally dig into the food. Zuzu leaned back in her chair, tilting it back so that... What? Zuzu leaned back in her chair, tilting it back so that she can rest her feet on the table by her food. Ew.
Alright then. Is there anything we want to talk about?
Bored already?
I know. Let's talk about...
This girl.
So boys, and I will never speak to you ever again.
Aw, why not?
Whoa, how'd she know she was gonna say that? That's actually kind of predictable though, but...
What's so interesting about talking about guys? Not like any of us are gonna get boyfriends anytime soon.
That's a little hurtful.
We don't know that. What if one of us does get a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Like that's going to happen, Naomi. Look at us. I'm a tiny Italian. You're a ditzy blonde.
Oh, her name's Naomi? Well, I just feel racist for saying Noname. So it's Naomi. Okay.
Hey!
That was rude. Like, I'm Italian, I'm not really short, and not all blondes are ditzy.
No offense. And Anderson here. Well, I guess she could land a boyfriend or girlfriend if she wants.
Okay. That's cool, I guess.
Or girlfriend?
Or her girlfriend? Are you implying you think she's gay?
She can be a lesbian if she wants.
What is happening right now?
True.
They're not letting me get a word in, they're talking about me. That's okay, Zuzu. I'm not sure I want a boyfriend yet.
Why not? It's our senior year. Might as well get a boyfriend.
Maybe she's just not interested in a relationship, Suzu.
Yeah. Well, it really wasn't about wanting a relationship, but more of there was no one interesting enough to be in a relationship with. That actually sounds like me. Don't get me wrong, I'm an open person, but there were not as many interesting guys in the school to go out with. Who knows? Time will tell. Naomi looked at me, wanting to continue the conversation. However, before she could speak, the speakers in the cafeteria started up and an announcement echoed through the cafeteria.
Ms. Anderson, please come to the main office immediately. Please bring your things with you.
Ooh, you're in trouble.
Oh my.
Looks like our plans have been cut short. The men in white coats have finally come to get you.
What is that supposed to mean, and why'd the music stop?
Suzu, don't joke around. What if it's serious?
Oh, the men in the white coat. Okay, I get it. I got the joke now. I'm going to an insane asylum. Ha ha ha. Very funny.
Fine. If something happens, just call us.
Funny enough, something did happen. And it was certainly no laughing matter. Was it about that gunshot that happened last episode? I just got a tweet. Cold. It was really cold. The rain became heavier that afternoon. accompanied by rolling thunder, and now and then the skies had turned dark, though I couldn't see any of it under my black umbrella. The black umbrella, whatever. Not that I was looking up. In fact, looking up was the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. Oh my god, this is a funeral! I stared at the grass beneath my feet, unable to look up at the people weeping around me. All I could see was the damp grass underneath my feet. Only the monotone eulogies that floated through my ears reminded me that I was at a funeral. It was only when the speeches ended that I finally was able to raise my head. Harold Anderson, forever in our hearts. A small gathering of people, mostly made of relatives that I didn't even know were related to me, were huddled around a simple, small grave. For a while, all I heard was the sounds of raindrops on umbrellas. If it weren't raining, everything would probably be in heavy silence. I looked up beside me, where my father was standing and holding up a large black umbrella for a small family of 3. His face was emotionless, a strange sight next to my weeping mother. I wondered what was going through his mind. After all, etched into the smooth gray tombstone before us was his father's name. My grandfather, the one who raised me like his own daughter, had passed away that day. The ceremony was small. Only close family were allowed to come. Slowly, though, people began to leave, leaving my father, mother, and me behind at the grave. A man dressed in a clean black suit under the uniform, black umbrella of all funeral attendees walked towards us, introducing himself as grandfather's lawyer. He pulled out a few documents from his suitcase and began to read out loud its contents. This is will, isn't it?
And now, I shall read Harold Anderson's last will and testament.
I was right. Only my parents and I were allowed to be present for my grandfather's will. It was under the strict request of his lawyers, and there was a reason why.
And to my dearest granddaughter, I give my estate. All the furniture and decor that resides within the house shall also be given to my granddaughter.
What? Best grandfather ever. What? I couldn't believe my ears. I had earned the family estate at 18? That was impossible, and yet it was written by my own grandfather's hand.
He passed the family estate to her? Why am I not surprised?
Your dad's mean.
Dear.
Well, did he say anything about what will become of the CEO and chairman position of the Anderson Toys Company?
No, it is presumed that the vice chairman will succeed the position.
Even to the bitter end, he wouldn't give in. What a stubborn old man.
Your dad's really mean. Shaking his head, my father turned to face my mother with a serious expression on his face.
About the estate. Should we send her there to get used to the building? It'll be a good place for her to live after high school.
He's kicking her out of the house?
Are you sure we should?
Why not? This would be a good experience for her.
You're mean.
Honey, what do you think?
Ellipses. I really wasn't sure what to say. Why did my grandfather think that I was the appropriate heir to the mansion? Was I ready to live on my own?
Well, that seems to be it. We'll be taking our leave now. I'm sure the little heiress needs some time to adjust.
You're so mean of a father.
David.
Even though she raised her voice, my dad wordlessly began to walk back to the car. Disinterested.
Don't mind him, honey. I think that your grandfather's passing really affected him. Why don't we get back home for now?
You can go on ahead to the car, Mom. I think I need some time alone with Grandpa.
Oh, of course. Take all the time you need.
She gave me a quick hug and hurried after my dad. I looked around the funeral grounds, which was completely empty, save only for the sullen-looking grave that was laid in front of me. I am sure that if Grandpa were in charge of arranging all of this, it would have been much different. It was blind. I can't say this word, I've tried many times. We're skipping the word. Obvious that my dad was in charge of the whole event. Who else would bury their own family the same day they passed away? Everyone knew my grandfather's love for toys, and yet the grave was a mere stone of slab on the ground, void of any children's toys. My dad didn't even bother putting flowers. His disdain for my grandfather was almost pitiful. Sorry, Grandpa. I tried to force out some words, but the only thing that came out was a choking choked sob, whatever. You told me to stay strong, but right now, I am the furthest away from it. Like that one time, a long time ago. Anyways, guys, I think I'm going to save it here. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know if you want more, and I will see you all later. And this is not just my channel, this is your channel too. Bye!